Hey guys, welcome to church. We have had a super fun week this week. Our older youth, we were together on Thursday and we've been studying the book of James, so we've been putting some stuff together which hopefully we'll be able to share with you next week. And then on Wednesday, we met with our younger youth who have recorded something for you guys to watch this morning, which hopefully will encourage us, will give us some good things to think about and remember about the Psalms and about the character of God and who Jesus is in our life. No doubt some of us have seen the news over the past couple of days and things are starting to get a little bit more tricky near where we live. So we'll be in touch with any changes that might happen with the things that we're doing during the week, but you'll always be able to get in touch with us, whether that is on Facebook or by email or phone call. And we'll still be putting loads of stuff out on YouTube for you guys to connect with and watch every single week. So even if we have to take a little bit of a break from meeting in person again, although we'd only just got started, as soon as we can, we'll be back doing things. And remember to keep praying. Pray for your friends, your family, pray for our country, pray for the world going through really tricky times at the moment. We're never quite sure what's going to happen next. But we know and remember that God is faithful and He looks after us. So I'm going to let the youth take over. Today we're going to be looking at Psalm 121. So if you've got a Bible, either in paper or on your phone, get it open now and read with us as we share about Psalm 121, what it means and what it means to us. Hopefully you'll really enjoy the next couple minutes and we look forward to connecting with you soon.
I look up to the mountains, does my help come from there? My help comes from the Lord who made heaven and earth. He will not let you stumble, the one who watches over you will not slumber. Indeed, he who watches over Israel never slumbers or sleeps.
The Lord himself watches over you. The Lord stands beside you as your protective shade. The sun will not harm you by day, nor the moon at night. The Lord keeps you from all harm and watches over your life. The Lord keeps watch over you as you come and go, both now and forever.
So basically, Psalms, the songs from like David and some other unnamed people. They're basically just expressing what they felt that day. So some days some parts could be like really good parts and some could be really bad. That's really all I have to say.
I look up to the mountains, does my help come from there? My help comes from the Lord who made heaven and earth. He will not let you stumble. The one who watches over you will not slumber. Indeed, he who watches over Israel never slumbers or sleeps.
Why might someone think that mountains are helpful?
Because when you think of something like big, you think of like a mountain or something, and then if like the mountain is like the closest thing that you can like get to God. So and like mountains are really cool and big and stuff. So yeah.
And who do we know that made the mountains?
God.
The difference between sleeping and slumbering is sleeping is of course the rest where you regain energy and it's almost like you go to sleep at one point and then you wake up hours later. We all know what sleep is. You don't need to on that, but slumber is when you're asleep or half asleep or very tired for long periods of time, whether that's days, weeks, months, for hours, for long periods of time when you're like half sleeping. And so in this psalm it's explaining that that the Lord that protects us will never be half asleep. He will never be regaining his energy because his energy is just like his love is.
The Lord himself watches over you. The Lord stands beside you as your protective shade. The sun will not harm you by day, nor the moon at night. The Lord keeps you from all harm and watches over your life. The Lord keeps watch over you as you come and go, both now and forever.
Moons can give you sunburns. Say what you want now.
So, in this psalm, I think it's David, he talks about how that God can protect us from the sun and the moon. Now this is this is a metaphorical phrase, I think it's called. And it's basically describing God protects us from massive things that could come at us, because the sun is just so big and it's really hard to protect ourselves from that. So it's a bit like that. And however, God also protects us from the moon, because the sun isn't the only thing that can harm us. There can be other things that aren't as big. However, there's a thing called moonburn. Basically, the sun has radiation, and the radiation reflects off the moon. That's how we can see the moon. So the moon can burn you. Wear your sun cream in bed.
The sun will not harm you by day nor the moon at night. So this could be talking about sunburn, moonburn. Ask Jess about it. She will tell you all about it. But it could also be a metaphor how, like, physically and spiritually and emotional harm we can come across during the day and night. And it's basically saying we have 24-hour protection by God. And the context of this psalm is it would have been sung by the travellers travelling to Jerusalem for the annual festivals like the Pentecost and Passover.
The last two verses make me feel very protective and not scared, because it says he watches over you for your whole life, so it makes me feel like if anything bad happens to me, then God will be watching over me and nothing bad will happen, and yeah.
Last two verses make me feel really special, just knowing there's someone always looking out for me no matter what.
One of the last verses, the Lord keeps you from all harm and watches over your life, makes me feel like God is our shepherd and he is leading us to safety at all times.
Going for the flag.